Hi, I'm Steve Kime. I serve as the Director of Public Relations and Marketing for the City of Enid. And welcome to City Connections. As you know, we try to highlight different department within the City of Enid, and this week we are highlighting the Solid Waste Department. As you can tell in the backdrop, we're at the landfill. We're going to learn about the landfill and just really the entire Department of Solid Waste. Thank you for joining us today, and we'll have more right after this.
Enid, Oklahoma, from wheat fields to the economic hub of northwest Oklahoma. The social, medical, and educational center for the region. Enid is a safe and economic place to live, work, and raise a family. A city with an entrepreneurial spirit. Enid is a community overflowing with boundless opportunities, building an original heritage and pulsating with a vibrant quality of life. Now join Steve Kime as he brings another exciting edition of City Connections.
Thank you for staying with us on City Connections. As you know, each week we try to highlight a different department within the City of Enid. And this week we're highlighting the Solid Waste Department. And my special guest today is the Supervisor for Solid Waste, Sara DelAngel. Sara, thank you for being with us. Welcome to City Connections. Right off the bat, just tell us a little bit about your background and how long you've been with the City of Enid.
Well, yes, Steve, thank you for having us. I've actually been with the City of Enid going on to 3 years. I started as an account clerk at the City of Enid and recently was promoted to Solid Waste Supervisor.
Very good. We are standing this morning at a 110-acre facility. People driving by, they may see the landfill over in the distance and they see the big mound that's behind us. But when you're out here and you see 110 acres, this is really huge. What type of staff do you have to manage this entire facility?
The landfill actually consists of 10 employees, 7 heavy equipment operators, 2 scale house attendants, and 1 foreman. And it's 10 people, 10 employees. 10 individual staff members for this entire facility. Yes.
Well, speaking of those staff members, let's take this moment to meet some of the individuals that keep this landfill up and running each day.
Hi, my name is Ana Maria Grayson, and I'm a City of Enid employee. I've been at the city for 2 years and a half, and actually working at the landfill as a landfill attendant.
My name is Misty Koch. I've worked for Solid Waste for a little over a year as a crew worker.
My name is Richard Wallace. I've been here a year and a half. I'm a heavy machine operator for the City of Enid landfill.
Yes, my name is Anthony Stidham. I work for the City of Enid. I'm the head groundskeeper here, and my job is to make sure the property is clean, making sure that the customers get to the designated areas to dump their trash. And I've been with the city approximately 7.5 months, and I do love my job.
My name is David Cross. I've been with the City of Enid 31 years. I am the landfill foreman.
Hi, my name is Blake Winecoop, and I'm a heavy equipment operator for the landfill. I've been here 4 years, and I predominantly run the grinder. And anything else that might be needed to be done, I work on the equipment too. And that's pretty much my major function.
My name's James Rawson. I've been with the city for about 5.5 years, and I'm a heavy equipment operator, and I pack the trash on the hill.
My name is Bobby Smith. I've been with the city 30-some years, 30 plus, I think. I just do everything out here. When they need me to do something, I can get it done.
So you've met all the staff members that maintain this 110-acre facility here at the landfill, which is located in the southern portion of Enid. Sara, let me ask you, if I'm an Enid resident, how do I access the landfill? What credentials do I have to get in? Or how can I use the landfill?
Well, all you really need to have is a utility account. In 2012, the City of Enid introduced what it's called a trash pass. And that trash pass allows you to both access the landfill and you also receive 12 free visits per year.
12 free visits. I imagine that during the holidays the landfill is closed, but is it open every other day and the hours of operation? How does that work?
The landfill is open Monday through Saturday. We only close for 3 major holidays, which is Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. Other than that, we're always open. The hours of operations during the summer is 7 to 7, and during the winter is 7 to 6.
We're doing our visit this morning, and you can see and hear the truck traffic that's coming by. You see just a pickup truck, and you see a minivan with a trailer and a commercial truck. Who all visits the landfill?
We get all kinds of people. We get City of Enid workers that bring in their trash here. We have residents, we have people out of town, we have commercial local businesses that visit the landfill. We have all kinds of people from in and out of town that come visit the landfill.
Very good. We'll be back with closing comments with Sara right after this. Welcome back to City Connections, and have another question for Sara. Sara, as all the truck traffic of all the different items, from tree limbs to batteries to there's just all kinds of items that continue to come into the landfill. I'm sure there's a concern about the environment. This is a 110-acre facility. What is in place to make sure that everything is environmentally sound here at the landfill?
Yes, Steve, we actually have daily procedures that we take in order to ensure that we comply with all the guidelines and ODEQ regulations to make sure that we keep our environment and people safe.
Well, Sara, I appreciate your time this morning. It's been very enlightening. I'm looking forward to taking a tour of the landfill facility and to learn more about your staff and the great work that you do. We'll have more with Sara. We're going to kind of change locations in a little bit and go to the service center and talk a little bit more about the solid waste department. Thanks for staying with us on City Connections. We'll have more right after this. Welcome back to City Connections. Thank you for staying with us. Joining me now is the foreman of the landfill, David Cross. David, thanks for joining us here on City Connections. I understand you've been doing this for a little while, around 32 years. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Right off the bat, I'm curious, you see the trucks that come in and they unload trash. What type of materials can a person bring to the landfill?
Basically anything except hazardous material. You can bring paint, car batteries, tree limbs, any household trash, anything you basically want to get rid of, as long as it's not considered a hazardous material.
Sure. I notice a lot of tree limbs have been coming in, and you have a designated area which is behind you where all the tree limbs go, and also the grass clippings and stuff. Tell us a little bit about the process of I guess turning that all into mulch and stuff.
Well, we've got a grinder that grinds the brush. We make wood chips, and the grass we turn through a process of water and aeration. We run it through a cleaner. The finished product we have as a usable product is compost, and wood chips and compost are free to the public if they would like to use them in the gardens or landscaping or things like that.
Just come out here and load it up and take it home.
If they load it up, it's free. If we load it up, it's $10 a loader bucket.
Well, David, in your 32 years, I'm sure you've seen, maybe the word is, unusual items that have come through the weigh station to the landfill. Is there anything that comes to mind that said, you know, I looked up and there it was?
Probably the most unusual item we've had, it was a few years ago, we had a NASA weather balloon. I guess it went down north of town and they hired some people to bring it in. It was huge. And we see boats and campers and all kinds of stuff like that.
Well, it's amazing, because I think sometimes we put our trash out on the curb thinking it's just that kind of trash, but there's a lot more that goes on in this 110-acre facility, especially if you're talking boats.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Well, this is a great view, and I guess what the area that we're standing on is trash that's been covered up through the last 10, 15, 20 years. And you said it's kind of expanding this way. What's the science behind or the game plan of really covering trash?
Well, our main objective is to get as much trash into a cell as we can, because cells are very expensive to construct, and the more we can get in it, we get the more bang for our buck that way, I guess. We try and divert as much out of the cell, like brush and grass and anything we can recycle, white goods, anything we can divert away from the cell.
Sure, because the underlining theme of all this is protecting the environment, doing the right thing, and burying what can be buried and recycle what can be recycled. Well, David, thank you for joining us here on City Connections. David Cross is the foreman here at the landfill, and we'll have more about the solid waste department right after this. Thank you for staying with us on City Connections. We've made it to the service center. Sarah, tell us a little bit about this large facility known as the service center.
Yes, this is actually our staging location. This is where we parked all our vehicles and our trucks to perform our collection. So as you can see, we have a couple of trucks back here that we use to pick up the trash.
When does the day start? I know that you have the commercial or the industrial pickup, and then there's the residential pickup, but when does the morning start for?
A typical day looks, it could either start at clocking in at 2 in the morning to 7 in the morning, and it can end from 2 in the afternoon to 8. So we're a very busy department.
So by the time people are commuting to work at 8 o'clock, you've already had a staff that's been doing stuff
Right.
5-6 hours.
Correct.
There's a lot of work behind the scenes.
A lot of work, yes.
Speaking of the work behind the scenes, let's take this opportunity and meet the staff here that call the service center their home.
My name's Calvin Nordyke. I've been working for the solid waste department for 32 years. I'm a truck driver, and I hope I can keep on working here.
My name is Eddie Davis. I work for the city of Enid. Been here for 37 years, and I drive a residential trash truck.
I'm Lisa Robertson. I work for the city of Enid in the solid waste department. I have for 2 years, and I drive a residential truck.
Hi, I'm Jack Rainey. I work for the solid waste for 9 years, and I drive a roll-off truck.
My name's Josh Redding. I've been here with the city of Enid for 6 years, and I'm the boom truck operator.
Hello, my name's Roy. I work for the city of Enid. I worked here for 5 years. I'm a truck driver.
My name's Larry Henneke. I work for the city in the solid waste department. I run a boom truck, which I've done for like 2 months, but I've been with the city going on 17 years.
Robert Watkins, the solid waste department, and drive a truck. Been here just over 30 years.
Hi, I'm Scott Painter. I work for Solid Waste Services, residential operator. I drive a trash truck, and I've been working for city for 32 years.
I'm Rachel Hedges. I work for Solid Waste, and I'm a crew worker.
Hi, my name's Lewis Braden, and I'm the Solid Waste Services foreman, and I've worked here 3 years and enjoyed every bit of it.
Hi, I'm Alex Oakley. I work for the Solid Waste Services. I've been with them for 4 months. I'm their office assistant.
Good morning, I'm Steve Scott. I work for the Solid Waste Department. I drive a commercial front load truck. I've been with the city for approximately 39 years.
My name is Mike Heyman. I work for Solid Waste, and I'm one of the meanest, baddest trash men you've ever had, and worked here for 33 years.
My name is Caleb Hand. I work in solid waste as a commercial collector. Been here about 2 months.
Hi, I'm Eugene Harrington. I've worked for the city of Enid for almost 2 years. I drive a commercial trash truck.
I'm James Crane. I work for solid waste on the rear load commercial. I've been here 5.5 years.
I'm Ben Tingler. I work for solid waste. I've been here 21 years. I'm a commercial operator.
Hi, I'm Audrey Reed. I'm a part-time office assistant for the solid waste department. I've been with the city for 30 years. However, I've been with the solid waste department for 4 years.
Hi, I'm Tim Hall. I work for the city of Enid for 37 years, and I'm a residential truck driver.
Hi, I'm Mac Frim, heavy equipment operator at the landfill.
Hi, my name is Jeanette Spring. I work for the city of Enid out at the landfill. I'm a landfill attendant.
We're glad that you got to meet some of the staff members here at the service center and the solid waste department. Sarah, you talked a little bit earlier about the typical day. I think the commercial or industrial individuals, they start at 2 o'clock or so in the morning. Let's talk a little bit about on the residential side, because I think most of the people within Enid, they see the residential trash pickup all the time. Can you tell us when they begin their day and typically how many employees you have doing or driving the trucks, and how many miles do people drive?
Yes, the residential side of the collections actually consists of only 6 drivers.
For the entire
For
city?
the entire city, it's 6 drivers. They typically start about 7:30 and usually end around 6, but have stayed till up to 8 p.m. to make sure that everybody's trash gets picked up. They do run about 65 miles daily to complete the collection.
65 miles. You know, we're taping this segment on City Connections. It's a great fall day. It's beautiful weather. Not all days are like that. So in residential pickup, when it's sleeting and snowing or just raining, it may take till 8 o'clock in the evening.
Right. I mean, you can also consider like when you have an equipment that breaks down, we still have to pick up trash. So whether we have perfect weather or not, we're still out there and we're going to stay until it gets done.
Okay. Sarah, if somebody's watching this program and they're new to Enid and they've just moved into, say, their home, they purchased a home or renting a home, and they just hearing about this polycart stuff and they're not familiar with it, and maybe they notice down the street everybody has one, but they don't have one. What's a person to do?
There is a couple of ways you can do it. If you walk into utility services, they can help you, or you can always call our office assistants and they can take that order for you and we can deliver that polycart for you.
Okay. Now that I've got my polycart, I'm a proud owner of that polycart. What can I put in it? What are the safe things? What are the guidelines?
We basically just request that it's bagged residential trash. Any big appliances or anything like that should be taken to the landfill.
Okay. Sarah, this has been very enlightening. We appreciate your time and thank you for joining us on City Connections. We've learned a lot about the solid waste department, and you're doing a great job, and thanks for inviting us out to learn more about what you do.
Nice having you. Thank you.
We'll have some closing comments right after this. I feel like I'm on top of the world. Well, maybe unofficially the highest point in Garfield County. Look at this great view around me. I'm at the highest point here at the landfill, south of Enid. You can see downtown, you can see the elevators. I can see all the way to Tulsa, I think, and San Diego's that way. I mean, this is quite a view. Thank you for joining us on City Connections. I hope you've learned a lot about the solid waste department here within the city of Enid. I've learned a great deal, and I've learned to really appreciate the job that the men and women do each day for us, taking care of our waste, leaving our front yards, if you will, and coming all the way and safely and environmentally taking care of all the trash out here at the landfill. So again, thank you for joining us on City Connections, and I look forward to bringing another program to you in the near future. Until that time, make it a great day. If you have a topic or suggestion that you'd like to see covered here on City Connections, please email me at thefuture@enid.org.